again, everyone. David Wallage, New View Safety Coach. So, topic of the blog I want to review today is called Navigating the Path to Success, Coaching or Mentoring. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to read most of the blog. It's not a very long blog. It's mostly a table in the middle with a comparison chart, but I'm not going to go into that so much. But I'm going to be quoting or using the language of Sir John Whitmore, famous for developing the GROW model of coaching. And I want to make sure that I get his language or descriptions and distinctions as clearly as I can. So I'd like to read a bit from my blog today. Like I said, it should be a quick one. So let's crack on. So this blog post, just as a bit of a context, is it's about the distinction, the difference between what is coaching and what's mentoring. Because they're sometimes used interchangeably, and they're actually two quite distinct disciplines with two very distinct methodological approaches, applications, and outcomes as well. So let's start. First paragraph. In the world of professional development, the terms coaching and mentoring are often used interchangeably, which is what I already said. While both are invaluable tools for personal and career growth, they serve different purposes and follow distinct methodologies. To help demystify these concepts, we will delve into John Whitmore's definitions of coaching and mentoring, exploring the key differences between the two. By the end of this post, you'll have a clear understanding of when and how to employ each approach to maximize your potential. The word potential there is quite important because the formula for GROW coaching developed by Sir John Whitmore is performance is your potential minus interference. Interference, we touched on this in another video, can be external interference, i.e. relationships, the way you interpret the world, internal interference, biases that you might have, self-perceived perceptions that you might have, these types of things. So interference is a big word, and reaching your potential is a key part of this. So coaching is defined by Sir John Whitmore is a partnership that enables individuals to unlock their full potential, the keyword again, potential, and achieve their goals. It is a structured and goal-oriented process that emphasizes self-discovery, problem-solving, and action planning. It emphasizes self-discovery. We've talked about this a fair bit before, about self-awareness, self-discovery and self-awareness, problem-solving, and action planning. On the other hand, mentoring, according to Sir John Whitmore, is a long-term, relationship-based approach that guides individuals by sharing knowledge, experiences, and wisdom. Knowledge, experiences, and wisdom. As opposed to what we talked about for coaching, which was self-discovery, problem-solving, and action planning. So we've got those three distinct areas there. In the blog post, I actually give a table which looks at key aspects of that's shared by both, such as duration. So if you look at the duration column, you'll see that coaching is generally short-term, months to a year maximum, whereas mentoring can be long-term, full lifetime. The focus for coaching is generally on goals and action plans. The focus for mentoring is usually around knowledge sharing and guidance. So there's some really, I list a few other areas of shared, I don't know what the word I'm looking for there is, I suppose, things that are different across the two and what discipline they might fall into or aspect they might fall into. Aspect's a word I've used on the table, so we'll go with that. So to wrap up at the end of each one of my blogs, you'll see a section called wrap up instead of conclusion, because I don't like that word conclusion, because nothing ever really comes to a conclusion. But wrap up for this particular thing is the following. I'm going to read it anyway, because we're in the flow of reading from the blog this week, and today, and it's a fairly short blog. In your professional journey, understanding the differences between coaching and mentoring is vital. These approaches offer different, unique benefits, and choosing the right one at the right time can make all the difference in achieving your goals and advancing your career. Consider your current needs, goals, and the kind of support you seek to determine whether coaching or mentoring is the best fit for your situation. As we touched on there, those three aspects. If you're looking for knowledge, if you're looking for guidance, if you're looking for wisdom, then coaching likely isn't for you. If you're looking for self-discovery, if you're looking for those are the three now, self-discovery, problem solving, and action planning for yourself, then coaching is the tool for you. Whether you opt for coaching to laser focus on your goals, or seek mentorship to gain wisdom from someone who has walked the path before you, these strategies can help you reach your full potential. In essence, coaching is about lighting the way to your goals, while mentoring is about guiding your entire journey. Make your choice wisely and embrace the opportunities for growth that both coaching and mentoring can provide on the road to your success. Now, I think that last sentence there is important. Although I'm a organizational coach and I own a company called New View Safety Coach, you'd think I'd have a dog in this race, but I don't really here, because they're both very distinct and they both offer fabulous opportunities to people depending on what they need. So yeah, make your decisions wisely, because you'd be very disappointed if you go to someone for coaching and they start giving you advice and you're thinking, this isn't what David or anybody else said coaching was. Or if you go to a coach and expect them to give you advice, tell you what to do, you're going to be disappointed as well, because that's not what they're going to do. That's not what they're there for. Now, I will preface this with, for subject-specific, profession-specific organizational coaching, such as safety coaching, it wouldn't be unreasonable if I was talking to a client and I had experience and knew what they were trying to achieve, and I knew a good approach that they could take, something they could do which would make their life better and make everybody else's life better. But they just weren't getting there, no matter how much I was trying to guide them or lead them there. What I could do is ask permission of the client. The terminology we generally use is coachee, of the coachee, and say, look, is it okay if I come out of coach mode for a second and offer you some advice? Now, it's important that I or the coach asks permission. You have to ask that permission, because you're not there to give advice. You're there to help with the self-discovery, goal setting, motivation, elimination of interference. You're not there to proffer advice or knowledge. If the coachee says yes, then by all means, quickly, effectively offer the knowledge, the guidance, whatever it is, the information, and then say, okay, I'm going back into coach mode now. You have that information, do with it as you will or not. And then you quickly go back into your coach mode. But it's a very fine line. I was actually talking to someone the other day. We might meet soon at some point. I'm thinking about creating an interview playlist in the channel, and interviewing some interesting people here in Perth, WA, who have either had experience with coaching, organizational coaching, or who recognize the benefits it brings to leaders, regardless of their position within the organization, who recognizes the benefits that organizational coaching can bring to leaders. And there's a couple of gentlemen that I have in mind for that, which I'm going to be messaging soon. So hopefully we will have another playlist on the channel, which is me talking to safety leaders, either private, who either work for private organizations or who work for themselves in a consultancy coaching capacity. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, I hope that was useful. There is a lot of people around who say that they are giving coaching, or they are doing coaching, they are coaches, and who just continually proffer knowledge and information. And technically speaking, from an organizational coach professional standpoint, that is not what coaching is about. It's a big topic, and there isn't anybody who owns the word coaching, so you can't use that word in that way because copyright or trademark, whatever, and it really means this. It means lots of different things to lots of different people. I just want to put out there what it means to me, what I've been taught through both my certified training and also through my tertiary education. Speaking of which, I'm about to start next week a Masters of Coaching Psychology at University of Sydney. And I was going through some of my readings today in preparation for next week. And one of the readings sparked an idea in my head, which was to have another playlist through this channel, which is reviewing and looking at some of the articles which we're given to study for the Coaching Psychology Masters. I think that might be quite interesting as well. That'll be interesting for me. There might be 2 or 3 people out there who also find it interesting, but that doesn't matter. That's what it's all about. Just putting it out there and seeing where it lands and if it brings any value to anybody. Yeah, and I was talking to my friend who critiques my videos and tells me he's actually got me to where we are now, which is not a bad place. I think it looks better, it sounds better, I think it's just all around better. So he's done me a big service. So shout out to Bruce Brody if he's watching this, for him and his careful, thoughtful critique. Very much appreciated. But we were discussing, and even at the beginning of this, I said it's going to be a short video, and I'm already clocking up 13 minutes, I can see from the timer there. And that's because I tend to waffle. I can waffle. I either say nothing or I waffle. It's catch-22. So I decided that I'll have a look for, in my post-production app, which I can now use because I've sorted out the technology side of things. I decided I'm going to look for some text or some animation that I can add in the post-production section for when I am waffling. So it's a waffle logo or animation or something comes up and then give you a warning, and you say you can have a laugh at it because I will always waffle on at some point. Anyway, 14 minutes. Ooh, a minute under time. So there we go. That's my video for today. I'm going to have a think about some interviews, some more podcasts, and some articles from my upcoming master's degree that I would like to talk about as well. So watch this space, or don't. Actually, it's a don't watch series, so don't watch this space. You'd be a fool to watch this space.